You are a powerhouse of growth, of new experiences. You just don't know it yet. Let's change that, shall we? With innovation at our core, we've reimagined what's possible. Harnessing the body's natural energy flow with light. Backed by clinical research, X39 stimulates the skin with low levels of light to elevate a key peptide linked to renovating and rejuvenating the body. This life technology supports improved movement, recovery, and overall health and well-being. You are Generation Awesome. Shifting paradigms and creating new ones. We always knew you had it in you. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Your adventures are only beginning. Discover the power and simplicity of doing more with X39. Be the light. LifeWave. An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things. Like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy for improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Imagine if you were part of the solution instead of the problem. Imagine if you had the power to help those in need and could erase the pain of others. Imagine if people expected us to be there when disaster hit. LifeWave family members have repeatedly met the call of those in need. Whether it is to provide pain relief, a better night's sleep, or just to have the face of someone that cares, a LifeWave member has been there.
And whether donating regularly to the Red Cross over the years, or more recently with the Convoy of Hope, which jumped in immediately to help those in need after Hurricane Helene, LifeWave has always been there as well.
What happened at the beginning of all this is that we did a conference in Las Vegas, and it was a hugely successful conference. We had almost 2,000 people there for our very first one. We had 40 speakers that came in, professional athletes, professional coaches, Olympic coaches, and a fellow by the name of Thomas Burke approached me and said, you know, this is so phenomenal. I'm so proud to be a member of this company. As you know, there was just a hurricane off the coast of Florida. Have you thought about starting a program to give back? And it was at that minute I realized that when a company becomes successful, you have an obligation to help those in need and give back to those that are less fortunate. So we raised, I think it was $50,000 in relief effort for the Red Cross at that very first event. The members that we have in our community globally are absolutely extraordinary people. They have always been there to help those in need. So we had a situation in Australia where there were the bushfires, and there were LifeWave members that were there to give back and provide financial assistance, patch people, provide medical aid. We've had victims of earthquakes in Indonesia, earthquake in Italy, of course, multiple hurricanes, and LifeWave members have always been there personally to provide medical aid and assistance. The frustrating part for me is that these are people that need help now, not in a couple of weeks. They need help now. And so it was these type of incidents where I began to think that I would like to have the capability to provide medical aid, provide relief effort to people within a 24-hour period.
David took that frustration, channeled that energy toward a very positive solution designed to provide medical aid and relief supplies to people in need within 24 hours. The solution? A drone of all things, with attributes and capabilities unmatched in today's world of unmanned aircraft.
This drone can take off and land from virtually anywhere, carry a higher payload, and fly longer than any other drone in its class, and provide very valuable medical aid or search and rescue operations that other drones can't provide.
We're achieving remarkable results in terms of payload and endurance. As a matter of fact, there's no other company in the world that can touch us.
Unveiled to the LifeWave community at our annual conference in 2022, a plan is already in place for a fleet of LifeWave humanitarian drones to come off the assembly line as early as late fall 2025. This is giving back on an epic scale.
With the patch technology, we accomplish things that no other company was able to accomplish, and the same thing is true about the drone. So we're going to be forging a new path forward for our community with new technology that's life-changing, that's world-changing, and we have an unbelievably great future ahead of us. And I'm more excited now about the future of LifeWave than ever before.
Are you ready to celebrate?
Happy anniversary, everybody.
Celebration 20 years in the making, packed into one epic weekend. A personal journey, powered by revolutionary technology. More energy. Timeless vitality. Lasting longevity. Now is the time to share the light.
Come on up, directors, congratulations.
Thank you for coming to the LifeWave Global Conference. It was lit. We're already dreaming about next year. California dreaming.
LifeWave Global Conference, Anaheim, California, Fall 2025. Registration is now open. Be the light. LifeWave.
Hey, let's go.
Well, hi there, and welcome to LifeWave's global headquarters. 世界中の南極マンモの人々にとって、ライフウェブは希望を象徴し、真実と光の灯台を象徴しています。
It's one of those things where you have to be there to understand the magnitude of what you experience when you walk in.
It literally is giving me goosebumps.
Like, it's just mesmerizing.
All I can say is, wow.
You felt like you were on a journey in outer space, just simply amazing.
What an incredible, breathtaking experience.
I cannot believe what I saw, but I saw it.
Whoever you bring here, they will be sold.
The genius and the vision and the work that went into this was absolutely amazing.
It's just honestly mind-blowing to see the technology, the evolution of this company.
The sky's the limit. That's all I can say.
I'm just speechless. It was so beautiful. I don't even know what to say.
This is the most exciting, jaw-dropping presentation I've ever experienced.
It is an absolute blessing and a gift that LifeWave has not only survived as a company these past 20 years, but thrived and grown as well. From our humble beginnings in a small home office in Beaufort, Georgia, to multiple offices in the United States, Ireland, Japan, Taiwan, the Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, and South Korea, LifeWave has reached millions of people, bringing the gift of healing with light. LifeWave is a story that it should inspire all of us for the purpose of bringing out the greatness that resides inside each one of us. My dream to heal people with light was originally met with ridicule and skepticism. Yet, here we are today, manufacturing more than 20 million patches each and every month. I would like you to remember that when thinking about your own dreams, for with enough patience, perseverance, persistence, you can accomplish tomorrow what seems impossible today. Over the last 20 years, we have evolved as a business, and I am more excited about the future than ever before.
LifeWave today is a health technology company. But as we continue to innovate and expand, we will unveil solutions to some of the most important challenges we face in everyday life. These new inventions and products will empower you to have a better life and freedom to live the life you want to. Thank you for being a part of the LifeWave community, and may God bless you and guide you on your own journey, living long and living well.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here again, everyone. My name is Alfred, if you can still remember. And I'm a brand partner with LifeWave, okay? And I'm joined by my co-host today, who is also a brand partner in LifeWave, Mr. Tan Jinhua. I very much like to have him with a Christian name, but he doesn't believe in having an English name. So maybe we will sooner or later get one for him. Maybe Christopher Tan or something like that. Okay, good evening. We are going to share with you tonight some information about LifeWave technology, what it is, how it works, who invented it, and what you can expect. And also we will share some information with you on how you can earn income, what are the supports that LifeWave Corporate Malaysia will actually supply you to actually move your business forward in this business opportunity, right? So for a start here, let's start talking about this person who is responsible for bringing the technology to us, right? I will have to say that this is David Smith, and basically Jinhua will actually talk about him later on as he do his presentation, right? So I just want to say one thing only. He invented the patch that we are wearing. I mean, Jinhua has it on his forehead. I have it on my temple, both sides, and my base of my throat, right? I basically go gaga, okay, because the patches simply just work lah, right? Yeah, that's why. And he spent a lot of time on researching, right? So please know that this is not a flash in the pan or a new thing here today and gone tomorrow, right? This is something that's been heavily researched over a very long period of time to show that 100% it is effective and doing exactly what we are saying to bring your body into balance. So we recommend that you patch 1 month for every decade you are young, right? Our clinical studies are done using the back of the neck and or CV7 or below the belly button. But honestly, any place will work lah, right? So before I pass the mic over to this handsome gentleman, we were talking just now. He said he is quite worried. When he used LifeWave, he seemed to be getting more and more handsome, skin getting more and more, glass-like. So he was telling me, cannot, Alfred. I cannot get any more handsome because I'll be killing a lot of ladies. No, he's a very nice friend of mine. He likes to joke. Both of us joke a lot. So this person is a certified but former pharmacist who practiced for 10 years in UK. Wow, so nice. Get to live in UK, England for 10 years. So he graduated with a Masters of Pharmacy, MPharm, for pharmacy practice from the University of Bradford in United Kingdom. Right? He has more than 10 years of pharmaceutical experience in retail pharmacy, hospital, and corporate based in England, and later years in Malaysia. He came back, right? He is now known by all his peers I think I got the chance to meet the person who is responsible to recruit him into the pharmaceutical industry, or one of his former companies, his boss. Now his boss is using LifeWave and has joined LifeWave under Jinhua. Wow, amazing, huh? So he is known at his peers as a pharmacist who does not sell drugs, but instead he uses a more holistic approach to help people gain back their health, right? So actually, I am so proud that, I am a partner in crime with him in this Super Wednesday thing, right? So without any further ado, okay, I think I would like to bring him on. This person, we are so blessed tonight to be able to explore and learn from Tan Jinhua. Okay, so please help me type 111 to welcome Jinhua. Over to you, bro.
Thank you, Alfred, for the thunderous welcome messages. Okay, so can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, please type in a 222, yeah? All right. Okay. I can't see the screen. Okay, great. So good evening, everybody. And I just actually recovered from a bout of food poisoning. Yeah, food poisoning. I had a diarrhea, fever, that couldn't go away for about 5-6 days. So I just made it back in time for Super Wednesday. Yeah. So I think I've lost some weight as well. Look at my face. Oh my gosh. It's getting sharper. Yeah, so it's quite terrible. I don't know what I ate a few days ago. It actually I couldn't even walk. I was just sleeping for a few days. Yeah. So anyway, I'm good now and I'm back on track. So if you guys are here for the first time, can you type in a 333? Yeah. Because this presentation is very good for those who are just newly trying to understand the technology when you just started using technology, or for those who are actually been using but you want a refresher. Yeah, that's why we do this on Wednesdays, so then you get refreshers of what the technology is all about. Okay, so let us begin. Now, I really love this tagline that LifeWave created: live long, live well, live younger. Yeah, so it's so beautiful. Don't you guys think it's so beautiful? Because it gives us a sense of belonging and hope as well. Yeah, when a company actually state this statement out. Yeah, so I think it's so powerful that we all need to treasure and learn about our own health. Yeah, so disclaimer, all right? So LifeWave is a general wellness company. It's not intended to treat, cure, or diagnose any conditions, okay? So if you have any medical conditions, please always refer back to your doctors, your physician. So then we are not doctors here. We are not here to play doctors. We are here to share our experiences and in hopes that it will help you to gain some clarity when you're using the technology. Okay, so whatever we share is based on personal experiences. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy this short presentation. All right, so just as Alfred mentioned earlier, David Smith, the nobleman behind LifeWave, he's the CEO, founder, and also a world-class inventor. He holds 200 patents and over 80 clinical studies over the 20 years of development of this technology. Okay, so the most notable patch came out in 2019, just about 6 years ago, which is called X39, and it's under class 1 medical device. Okay, so it's so amazing that these patches has no drugs, non-invasive, and no side effects. Okay, so when we are using something, we want to know a bit about the history of this company, how is it developed, and things like that. Okay, so before LifeWave, actually, David Smith, he was involved in mini submarine projects for the US Navy SEALs. So US Navy SEALs, they are very versatile soldiers. If they can fly, they can climb the mountains, they can go deep into the sea as well. Okay, so it's not normal soldiers. And basically, he was needed to actually develop a technology to boost stamina during their training and exercise. Okay, so that's how he got involved. And under his belt, he has a lot of accolades that his awards are international, you know, for inventions over a period of time. Okay, so and LifeWave has factories in US and also Ireland as well. Yeah, so these are manufacture the places to manufacture the patches, and also most of it are automated. Yeah, that means it uses very little labor. Okay, so then everything is automated. How amazing is that? Okay, so a bit of the history of LifeWave, right? So during the Olympics, all right, there is this swim coach, Olympic, 6-time USA Olympic swim coach, Richard Quick, right? He actually was recommended on this technology, and he tried it on his 8 female members. 6 of them broke personal best records. Yeah, so they were wearing these patches during the Olympic swim trial, and because of the results, over 1,000 people wanted to become LifeWave distributors. They were intrigued with this technology. How come? Yeah, so then that was David Smith's breakthrough moment, and basically this actually broke the news. And the company went into an investigation by USADA. Okay, so United Anti-Doping Agency, right? They requested to look into what's in the patches, all right? Because if they have found there were any drugs or stimulants, these swimmers will be banned, all right? So then the report came out and said that the patches contain nothing, no drugs, no stimulants, all right? So then it is safe to use to compete internationally and professionally. So even until today, the last Olympic, a lot of athletes, they use it as well, right? So this was backdated in 2004, all right? So it's already been 21 years, yeah? So that's how LifeWave actually started. And this is Michael Phelps. As you know, he is the USA multiple gold medalist swimmer, all right? So over time, David Beckham, Serena Williams, Mike Tyson last year when he was preparing the fight with one of the young boxers, Paul Logan, something like that. Yeah. So he was actually spotted using the patches during training as well. Yeah. So pretty amazing. Okay. And oh yes, our dear Chef One is also spotted using the patch, right? So as you guys know, he's actually battling cancer as well, right? So we wish him all the best. Okay. And a lot of doctors around the world, whether they are holistic doctors or whether they are medical doctors, they are using this technology to help their patients to get well faster as well. How amazing are these doctors? So it's actually taking the world by storm. Singapore has started, Malaysia, there are doctors that are also using the technology to help their patients to get well faster as well. Okay, so let's talk about how stem cells can help, right? And why LifeWave technology is actually related to stem cells. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so first of all, what are stem cells? Yeah, what do you guys think stem cells are? Okay, so stem cells are the master cells in our body. Okay, it can actually repair and replace any damaged cells in our body, provided we have enough healthy stem cells in our body. Okay, so we can get it through infusion by other people, or ourselves as well, or animals and also plants. Yeah, so these are the source of stem cells. Every living being has stem cells. Okay, so we were born as stem cells. Okay, so from stem cells we develop, right, different cells in our body. Okay, so in layman term, stem cells are like the foundation to a building. Yeah. So if a building can hold for 100 years, 200 years, their foundation must be strong, brick, mortar, metal. Okay. So stem cells is the one that actually holds human beings, animals and plants together as we develop. Okay. So that's why when we have enough stem cells, our foundation, our immune system is strong. Yeah. We're not so easily fall ill and things like that. Okay. So this is the human life cycle, right? And this is taken by the British Scientific Journal. Yeah. So during our baby age, we actually have about 10 billion stem cells. Yeah. But you see, as we age, all right, it's a quantum drop. All right. So when we are about 60, we only have 5% stem cells remaining. Yeah. So our organs starts to degenerate, our joint starts to hurt, a lot of things, our hair starts to fall off and things like that as well. So this is a natural aging process. Okay. So this is what is happening to a lot of young generations these days. I'm talking about people in their teens, 20s, 30s. Okay. So there are a lot of cases where even teenagers develop diabetes or stroke or heart failure. Yeah. So osteoarthritis, liver failure, kidney damage, okay, you name it, is actually getting younger and younger. Why? Because of the food that we eat, right? The food choices, the stress, okay, not enough rest. So all this contributes to inflammation in our body. It's like having a fire, like inside our body. So it starts to burn off all the cells, the healthy cells. Okay, so that's why younger generations are falling sicker these days. Okay, so we need to take really good care of our health. Okay, and basically this is what we call degeneration. Yeah, so look at this statement released by Pantai Hospital. Yeah, so by 2040, the occurrence of cancer in Malaysia is predicted to double. Yeah, so approximately 1 in every 10 individuals in Malaysia will receive a cancer diagnosis in their lifetime. How scary is this statement? Okay, and one in every 10 males has a risk of developing cancer, and 1 in every 9 females has the risk of developing cancer in Malaysia. So this is something that's very, very worrying. That's why you see a lot of big brand names hospital now. The hospitals are getting bigger. They're adding more wings. Yeah. Last time only got block A. Now got B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, it's crazy. It's looking like Rumah Whip now. Yeah, the hospitals. So it's no joke. I mean, if you go to Sunway Hospital, man, the queue to get into the parking itself is always a traffic. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's why when we learn how to take care of our own health better, yeah, we are actually minimizing the risk to doctor's visit and also hospital visits, plus not forgetting the hefty medical bills. Yeah, guys. So this is something that's very, very important. Okay. So this is basically what stem cells, the potential uses of stem cells. Okay. So if you have enough healthy stem cells, your body can regenerate from head to toe. Okay. So this is what stem cells is all about. That's why the hospitals, the clinics, they're charging about 50 to 100,000 per injection, and it's not even from your own body. Yeah. So next time, before you actually do an injection for stem cells, check with the doctor first, where is the source from. Okay. So of course, the best source of stem cells is from your own body, right? So we all know that one person that actually lived until 100 years old today. Yeah. So that is our ex Prime Minister, Tun Mahathir. Okay. So this is what stem cells can actually do, right? And so if you have tried so many things, what actually a lot of people tell me that they've tried acupuncture, cupping, like juicing, taking a lot of supplements and things like that, but they still feel, like something that's not right with their body. Yeah. So then why not consider LifeWave technology? Okay. So how can we actually reactivate our own stem cells naturally. Yeah, no injections, no supplements, nothing. Okay, so this is what X39 can do. All right, and let's take a look at X39, what it actually does. Okay, so it actually increases the quality and the quantity of stem cells. It can reset 3,000 to 4,000 genes to a younger and healthier state. Wow, I'm impressed. So while you use the technology for 6 months, your organ's age can actually regenerate by 8.5 years. Okay, so and this is indicated by lengthening of the telomeres. Telomeres are the tail of our DNA, all right? So the chromosomes, okay? So then as we age, the telomeres become shorter, yeah? So then when you use X39, your telomeres can become longer again, and that is what we call reverse aging. Okay, so a lot of products out there are marketed as a anti-aging, yeah, but X39 is special because it can actually reverse the age of our organs. That means our organs start to function better and younger. How many of you guys would like that? Yeah, so this is how it looks like. A little patch like the one that I have on my forehead as well. Yeah, so then this is so interesting. And you know, when I first look at this technology, I'm like, no way. Yeah, I was so skeptical. I was like, no way, but I was also curious at the same time. Yeah, and that was 2.5 years ago, and I really thank myself for starting. Yeah, so if you guys are here for the first time, yeah, 1 year later, if you are consistent and persistent enough, you will thank yourself for starting. Yeah, because you will see so much health benefits that you could never imagine. Okay, so these are the things that I share a lot, and this is the picture of the chromosome. Yeah, so basically, you look at the blue bits. Yeah, so the blue bits is what we call telomeres. As we age, it actually shortens. Okay, so then now with X39, it can, you know, like grow back again. Okay, so that's how it works. And basically 100 million cells die per minute. The skin cells can regenerate in 28 days, liver cells 500 days, intestine cells 3 days, red blood cells 120 days, and white blood cells every few hours, provided that if you have enough healthy stem cells in your body. Okay, so start using X39, all right? And as I mentioned earlier, so when we are 60 years old, we only have 5% remaining, guys. So it's time to reactivate back your stem cells that are sleeping, you know, they are not active, okay? Make it work again, right? So that's why we have people that have been on the technology for 6 months, 1 year, they have lesser pain, better sleep, you know, better energy, better appetite, and things like that. So it's so powerful that all you need to do is to really just use this. Yeah, so this is powerful. Okay, and this is the chart of the British Scientific Journal that I was sharing with you earlier with X39 and Aeon. Yep, that you use to increase the quality and the quantity of stem cells. Aeon to reduce the inflammation, promotes better sleep and relaxation. You can actually reverse, right, how your organs are behaving. Okay, so it becomes younger and younger, right? So this is what the secret to longevity is actually inside our body, all right? So X39 doesn't have stem cells inside. What it does is it actually elevate a peptide called copper peptide in our blood, okay? So the function of copper peptide is so powerful because it can actually improve tissue repair for the skin, lungs, connective tissue, bony tissue, liver, and stomach lining, okay? And it has also multiple anti-cancer activities and anti-inflammatory action. So it can actually repair your DNA and activate your cell cleansing. And that is what it does, okay? So then when you have enough copper peptide in your body can perform the self-healing, yeah? So then without a lot of without copper peptide concentration in your body, your self-healing mechanism becomes weaker and weaker, and you keep falling sick all the time. Yeah, so then a lot of people ask, can cancer patient use X39? The question is the question, all right? So the answer is yes. because it has multiple anti-cancer activities, okay? So the longer you use it, the better protection against cancer relapse, okay? Even for normal people, it's good to use because we also need protection, especially now, you know, there's so much pollution and things like that, okay? So a bit about the history with copper peptide. Scientist Lauren Picard actually discovered that copper peptide can actually make 80-year-old liver cells exhibit same function as younger liver cells. Okay, so then he found out that in the blood of the adults of age 20, there is 200 nanogram per milliliter of copper peptide. Now, as we age at 60 years old, it decreases by 250% to 80 nanogram per milliliter. Okay, so then that is a huge drop. Okay, and it has been proven to repair DNA and to reactivate the body's own stem cells production function, guys. Yeah, so a lot of people ask, are there any stem cells in this patch? Actually, the answer is no. Okay, so what X39 does is actually it elevates copper peptide in our body, that in turns reactivate the body's own stem cells production function. Okay, so you can also eat high copper food like liver, oyster, natto is very good, dark chocolate 90% and above, right? Salmon, you know, potatoes and things like that. Okay, so these are high copper food. Okay, so how does the patches work? All right, so if it's non-drug, non-invasive, how does it actually work? I keep asking the same question about 2.5 years ago. Yeah, because it's too good to be true. Okay, so then I was looking for stem cells therapy, but it's too expensive for me, injections. Okay, so I wanted something that I can use very long term, even for my parents that are also aging as well, right? So that I want to make sure that they have the best quality of life, not be dependent on medication and things like that. Okay, so this is how the technology works, right? And we all get energy from the sun. Okay, and basically the crops, the animals all get energy from the sun, and we in turn eat the crops and the animals as well. So we are all light beings. If you look at the picture here, you can see that all these are all light coming out from our body, but you can't see with the naked eye. Now, during the height of COVID, if you remember, there is a special thermal camera where the custom actually scan your body as you before you take flight. Okay, so then they'll scan, and if you have cough, flu, fever, you're highly inflamed, you're red color. Yeah, if you're healthy, you are blue and green. Okay, so that's how our body light system works. All right, and basically when we actually can't see the light that is coming out from our own body, it's actually happening every single second. Yeah, so as I'm speaking, the energy is actually flowing out. Okay, so then when you actually patch this on your body, like for example, I patch it on my forehead. Yeah, so what the patches actually does is that the crystals in the patch, it actually melts and forms a crystal lattice like a mirror. Yeah, so it acts like a reflector. So the energy that's being emitted out, the reflector actually traps the energy and reflects it back into our own body for faster self-healing. And that's how it works. Okay, so it's a very simple technology. And what's in the patch? So crystalline amino acid, water, stabilized oxygen, sugar, salt. That's it. Everything is organic. There's no drugs. It's non-transdermal. So no chemicals, no stimulants. And it doesn't interfere with any medication you are taking, since nothing goes inside your body. So the patches simply reflect back inward the wavelength of light emitted from our body itself. Yeah. So this is what we call light frequency. Yeah. So if you look at the packing, it actually says phototherapy. Okay. So that's how this works. Okay. So let's not overcomplicate things, and it's a very simple technology. Okay. And we have so many testimonials that people have all these users have graciously shared, and we are so thankful because of all these testimonials. Their stories actually inspired more people, yeah, to keep using the technology to be better, yeah, each day. All right. So we have autoimmune diseases, cervical, spinal, spondylitis. We have severe diabetes, kidney stone, plantar fasciitis, Lyme's disease, right? Blood cancer, ovarian cancer, foot recovery, amputated foot, gangrene, all right? So cataract, glaucoma, colon cancer, trigger finger, and stroke, yeah? So then every day we have new testimonials. I'm sure if you guys are sharing with people, every day you receive a different kind of good messages that coming in to say that they feel better over time and things like that. Okay, so this is a long-term use technology, guys. That's why when you persevere through, you will see wonders. Okay, so if it's natural, it should also benefit animals. Yeah, so like the cats and the dogs and even the fish. Look at that, right at the right bottom there. Yeah, the fish was actually going off already. Yeah, so then the owner actually put a patch on the aquarium, and basically it started to float again. Yeah, so this is the power of light. Okay, and even plants, guys, look at the ladyfinger, monstrous on the right hand side. Yeah, so all you need to do is to use your, after using your X39, yep, for 12 hours, take it out and then put it on the soil. No special fertilizer, nothing, just sunlight and water. That's it. Okay, so do this simple fun experiment because we have seen so many people doing it and it's so fun. Yeah, and it works all the time. Yeah, so then this is something that you guys can try. Okay, so I would like to finish this by sharing with you 3 misconceptions about stem cells therapy. Okay, the first one, do we need to store our stem cells? A lot of younger generation now, when they deliver babies, yeah, they actually store their stem cells in the blood bank. Okay, so then this news broke out last April. Yeah, and this international group called LifeWave actually store stem cells for those women after deliver their baby. Yeah, so then one of their plants, actually the temperature got rose up, okay, tempered, and basically all the stem cells that were stored were basically damaged. Yeah, so this is a huge court case and still going on. Okay, so then this may be one of the options that you can consider if you would like to try. Okay, and the next option is that this is the stem cells injections. All right, so this is one of the wellness clinic in Mont Kiara. Can you see that it has been reported the cost for a stem cell injection costs between 50 to 150,000 ringgit. Yeah, and they advise us to do it at least once a year. Wow. Yeah, so if it price it at about 98,000, you can actually get 15 years of X39 and Aeon. 15 years, guys. That's a long time. Okay, so then you can slowly use the technology to enjoy the benefits that is non-invasive as well. Yeah, so I'm not saying that stem cells therapy don't work. I'm saying that the cost of this is crazy. What about normal people like us, yeah, who would also like to enjoy the benefits of stem cells? Okay, so then this is something that you can consider as well, right? So then painful procedures during stem cells injection, which is localized. If you want to grow your hair, it's right to your head. If you want to remove your wrinkles, it's right at your, eyelids and things like that. Your spine, if you have pain, your cartilage, if you have knee cartilage pain problems and things like that. Okay, so these treatments can cost you between 40 to 40,000 per treatment. Yeah, and you have to use it between 3 to 12 treatments. Yeah, most likely. Okay, so that's about 120 to about 480,000 already. Yeah, so this is something that you can consider as well, or you can consider the safest option to begin with. Yeah, so this is something that I truly feel very blessed that David Smith created this technology. So how to use these patches? X39 in the morning for 12 hours, all right? And this is to increase the stem cells in your body. Nighttime, take out the X39 and put on Aeon, yeah, and this promotes relaxation. Okay, so why this combination? Because stem cells are drawn to the site of inflammation, and inflammation kills off healthy stem cells. So then if you use X39 alone, it can actually, the benefits are very slow. All right. So then Aeon comes in as a fireman. It actually kills off the inflammation first, and then you use X39 is to regrow the stem cells. Okay. So then this is what we all start with, yeah. Even David Smith, he himself say that this is the dynamic duo, okay. And so Aeon does a lot of wonders as well, yeah. So if you have been using it, it's what we call the happy patch, because it actually produces more dopamine in our system. Yep, that actually is a happy hormone, yeah. So then it gives us a lot of clarity as well, causes relaxation. It makes us more calm as well, yeah. So then if you have pain or, you know, like inflammation and things like that, so then you can actually use it on your pain side as well, yeah. So then this is something that is super, super powerful, right? So then how do you actually use this patch, okay? So just patch and drink water, 1.5 liter a day. That's it. Simple as that. So I haven't seen a technology as lazy as this one, to be honest, yeah. Because this is something that you peel it off, 2 seconds, pop, and then you go to work or you go to sleep, yeah. So it's something that is so simple. You can't find another technology like this, okay. So as a start, you always patch at that spot behind your neck, okay. So this is what we call the vagus nerve anatomy, and vagus nerve is the largest nerve in your system, which connects to all your major organs, yeah. So then when you patch it at your vagus nerve, it actually stimulates blood flow to all your organs, yeah. So the basis of our human body, why we fall sick, is because we are not getting enough blood supply to all our organs. That is the problem, yeah. So that's why when we actually stimulate our vagus nerve on a daily basis, we are getting more and more blood supply to our organs start to function properly, and then we have lesser sicknesses and illnesses, okay. So that is how it works entirely, yeah. How do you use it? Okay, so every 10 years of your life, you use 1 month of X39 and Aeon. So if today I'm 50 years old, I use minimum of 5 months to see gradual improvements in my own health, yeah. So this is how it works, okay. And so there are a lot of other products out there that uses phototherapy as well, but this is what we call artificial frequency, yeah, because it's connected. You need a plug point or battery operated, yeah. But LifeWave basically uses your own body to harness more stem cells production, okay. So these are just examples. I'm not saying that this technology don't work, yeah, these devices don't work. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that these are all artificial frequency, yeah. It still works, okay, but there are a lot of restrictions, like kidney dialysis you cannot use, pregnant women you cannot use, cancer patients you cannot use, pacemaker cannot use. This one definitely no, okay. So then you have to be very careful what you are using as well, okay. So LifeWave is unique because it's the only phototherapy product in the world that uses the human body as its own power source. Super, super powerful, okay. So simply take the patch and place it on the body and it goes to work. Simple as that, okay. So lastly, of course, in Malaysia, LifeWave is actually registered under Medical Device Authority. So it's been proven, it's been certified, it's safe, all right. So use it with a lot of confidence and a lot of guidance from us as well, okay. So that is the end of my session. All right. So if you have any question, we'll answer it later on after Alfred's session. All right. So I'll pass the rest of the time back to Alfred. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this little session.
Thank you, Jinhua. Amazing sharing. Okay, let's do. Okay, if you allow me another maybe 15 minutes or so, then we will answer the questions that you have typed onto the chat box, yeah? So let me share a little bit of my story. Why LifeWave, yeah? Okay, this was me a couple of years back. All right. So yeah, you look at my employee tag. Okay, my employee number is 5401. Okay, now SIMW has 6-digit employee number. So I have to go onto work sites and all. It's not a simple job. It is quite a challenging job. So after SIMW Caterpillar machine, I was actually headhunted into Sunny Heavy Machine, where I travel a whole lot. Okay, I traveled to Irving, Texas for meeting, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Changsha, South Africa, Argentina. So a lot of people say, wow, you have glamorous life leh. How I wish I am like you. So I asked them, do you have a dream? When you have a dream, you must know which direction you are heading for and the reasons you persevere. I think the reasons that I persevere is basically the two cars that I have. My Ferrari and my Lamborghini, which is my son and my daughter lah. This is my number one reason. Okay, and the source of your motivation to move forward. The source of my motivation to do this LifeWave is I suddenly realized if you retire with 500,000, $500,000 in your EPF, okay, and you retire at the age of 60, and normally mortality rate for guys are 75 to 80, meaning you have to survive another 20 years. So another 20 years, you divide your 500,000 EPF, you get 25,000 a year. And in that 25,000, if you divide it equally 12 months, you can only spend 2,083 ringgit 33 cents. I do not know how much or how far that can carry us, because do you know that our money devalues at 19% per year? All right. So 100,000 in 2024 would be 81,000 in 2025. So fruit for thought, everyone. So I suddenly freaked out. I panicked, right? So I still hold on to my dream of, the red Ferrari or probably a Lamborghini. I can travel the world, do some charity, maybe have 1 million cash in the bank, maybe a dream house, time freedom where I actually, can basically arrange my time, and family vacation. Okay, some of it have come true. Okay, I'm going on a vacation to an Asian country end of this year with my family, the first one, funded by LifeWave. Okay, obviously. So having said that, I travel around the world, doing business, it has taken a toll on my health. If you look at my blood report, this is my blood report 1.5 to 2 years ago. Look at the ones in red boxes. That's my cholesterol. Triglyceride is one of the worst that you can get. Okay? And anything above 2.25 is considered high cholesterol. My cholesterol triglyceride is 12.63. The doctor freaked out. Total cholesterol is 10.1. My goodness, he said. So he wanted to start me on statins. I said no, because I know for a fact my brother is a registered nurse working with Pfizer. And statins, he said that once you take statin, we are all Asians. If you mix statin together with garlic, you lose your muscle. You go through rhabdomyolysis. Okay, that means you lose muscles. So what I did was, I was looking for a solution for my wife's constipation problem as well. To cut the long story short, we found LifeWave, and after 6 months or 6.5 months with LifeWave, this is my blood report. Triglyceride came down to 2.61. I was shocked. The doctor asked me, what did I do? I said, there, look, I just patched. Now the doctor is a user. Okay, so these patches are actually amazing. And number two, why I do LifeWave is my family, right? These pictures are taken after I started LifeWave, okay? Not before, right? Before I didn't have time. Out of 4 weeks in a month, 3 weeks I am never in Malaysia. Can you imagine? So I caught up with some time with my family. Okay, so before I go any further, I want to share this LifeWave disclaimer with you. The income examples mentioned in this presentation are for illustration purposes only. Individual results may vary and does not represent any LifeWave member or brand partner's income. Success in any business requires leadership skills, as all of us know, commitment and dedication. It's solely dependent on the time and effort one is willing to devote into building the business. Yeah. So why? Okay, now on the product side, you know my why is because of my family, because of my health, you know. Now the other why is when I saw this product, I said, wow, sticker, can they said, you know, stem cells activation, can because I was thinking stem cells was basically injection, right? So this is a breakthrough technology for health and wellness industry, you know. Number one, it has got no competition. Can you find these patches, non-transdermal patches? There are a lot of patches in the medical industry now. They are all transdermal, okay? Our patches are non-transdermal, meaning nothing goes in through the skin. So you have zero competition, no competition at all. And number two, LifeWave is a 100% science-based company, like what Jinhua mentioned just now. David Smith now owns more than 200 patents and counting, right? So the opportunity is there. Once the product is patented, you have 20 years. No competition, nobody can copy that technology, right? For 20 years, right? So the people who does this business, you know, to put food on the table, to help people, you have got basically 20 years, right? Now, number three is proven technology, where you see a lot of number one or top athletes in the world using this technology. I'm sure when you look at the picture here, you would recognize minimum one of them. I'm sure everyone here knows David Beckham, right? He is seen using our energy enhancer pack. Now, Ray Allen, the NBA most valuable player, MVP, Ray Allen, you look at his calf, he's using energy enhancer. I mean, LifeWave patches. Okay. Now, let's go through why I do LifeWave or why many of us do LifeWave. Number one, the platform or the company is very, very important, right? Why is it important? Now, LifeWave has got a mission for everyone, every user to live long, live well, and live younger. And LifeWave empowers people to live in the light with a health technology that no others have it, right? And a plan that rewards for financial freedom. Now, just to share a little bit more about David Smith. David Smith is basically the founder of LifeWave, which began marketing its product in 2004, right? So David is actually our CEO, our founder, and our inventor. So under his leadership, LifeWave accelerated the expansion to over 75 countries, with offices now in US, Ireland, Japan, Taiwan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and counting, right? So LifeWave has also been a multiple recipient of Incorporated Magazine's list of fastest growing company. Okay, now this is the trajectory of our growth. We started the company, or LifeWave basically started in 2004. When we go through our growth phase or the innovation phase, we won 4, fastest growing company. right? If you look at the chart, in the momentum phase where the early adopters started to use the product, in 2018, we were doing about 40 million in sales. In 2019, when X39 launched, this spiked to 63 million. Okay, in 2020, Japan launched the office, 2021 in Malaysia, 2022 in Thailand, 2024 in South Korea. Within the short span between 2019 to 2023, which is 4 years, we have gone from 63 million in sales to 400 million. Imagine, guys. Okay, now in 2025, we are launching Indonesia, or we have launched Indonesia. Okay, and 2025, we expect to reach a very handsome number, right? Stay tuned, we will tell you. And in our grand recognition the other day, one day itself, we managed more than 3 million sales. So it states a lot about this business opportunity, guys. Right? So today, distribution capability is to more than 100 countries. When you see those dots that are blinking, those dots, LifeWave can actually distribute. Those are LifeWave's distribution points. Okay? Let's not talk about worldwide. Okay? This business can go worldwide. You can go to North America, you can go to Europe, you can go Asia Pacific. LifeWave is basically doable around the world. Right? Let's not talk about around the world. Let's talk about Asia, where you do your business, right? We have offices in Taiwan, Japan, Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, South Korea, Singapore, and Indonesia. We have launched Indonesia, okay? So we can also fulfill your order to Hong Kong and Macau, right? And we have third-party warehouses in Australia and New Zealand, right? So normally third-party warehouses, the next step is an office, okay? And just so everyone knows, last year, Australia was the best country in terms of sales, okay? So this company is so amazing. When I first saw this company, I said, ayo, this sticker, but to my surprise, when I started talking to people, when I started sharing to people, it's a no-brainer, because when I patch people, it works in a matter of seconds, not even minutes, Even if you take painkillers, you need to take about 15 to 20 minutes for the painkiller to kick in. I'm sure Jinhua knows as a pharmacist, right? This one, we have seen the product working within 10, maximum 20 seconds. Okay, the pain will come down, right? So the LifeWave is a company that has won prestigious award from the DSN Bravo Growth Award for 2 consecutive years, 2024 and 2025. Okay, where you see in these 2 years, global retail sales and distributorship decline. That means retail sales for other network marketing companies or independent sales representative or global sales, retail sales, we actually did a survey. They declined, right? But LifeWave is moving up. It moved up from 10 spot to number 22. That says a lot, right? So these pictures shows that Malaysia and Singapore Corporate Office Experience Center. We are so proud to have these 2 centers. Later, I think we are able to show you Indonesia. So number 2 are the products. Okay, so these are real life results backed by science. If you need any clinical studies, they are all in the black office. Okay, our health solutions are backed by science, clinical studies, patent, and real life results. And the products have gone through a 20 years of product innovation and research, right? So let me share about the LifeWave product journey, right? If you look, these are the years that LifeWave responded to health crises around the world. In 2004, LifeWave invented energy enhancer. That is the first patch that LifeWave came out with, and that's the first product that LifeWave applied for patent. Okay, it can actually increase your energy in 5 minutes and strength in 5 minutes by 22% and 33%. So in the following year, 2005, LifeWave launched Ice Wave and the Sleep Silent Night. Why? Is because LifeWave responded to the US Navy SEALs for soldiers who are injured and for soldiers who have nightmare coming back from war. Okay, and 2025 to 2026, we have a manufacturing boom. Glutathione and carnosine was launched, and in 2007, there was an increase in a fast food chains in the US. So LifeWave responded again. We launched SP6 to handle adult obesity. In 2008, there was a financial crisis, right? So everybody was very, very stressed. And in 2011, because of this stress disorder, LifeWave responded again. We launched the YH Aeon, which can balance the autonomic nervous system in basically 10 minutes. It's an amazing patch, right? So from 2011 to 2015, we found a lot of plastic chemicals in the blood of people, right? So LifeWave actually responded again, and we launched the Alavida patches, which is coincidentally the second most powerful patch in LifeWave, right? So it can actually energize your skin in 5 minutes. Okay, so because of the chemicals found in cosmetic that is found in cord blood, in 2015, same year, we actually launched also the night cream and the day cream. Okay, now this night cream and day cream is almost 100% all natural, 98.6% natural. That 1.3% or 1.4%, if you want to put it, is basically vitamin C. Okay, so coming soon, 2019 is where we launched the X39. 2022, we launched X49, and now the discontinued Shine and Dream aromatherapy, right? So coming in 2026 and 2027 is our Celergize, the first supplement, which is called Celergize, is coming to Malaysia by 2026. And hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, I'm actually saving up my money to get this water machine in 2027. Okay, this is a structured water machine which actually embeds the energy of light into the water. Wow, it's so exciting. Now, just for your information, everyone, David Smith has already aligned the next products for the next 7 years. Imagine for people who actually does this business, the opportunities is amazing. Okay, so then we look at the technology. What is coming? This is what's coming. Nutrient dense product, life infused organic agriculture. We will revolutionize what we eat. We also are waiting for our water machine, H reversal water, in 2027. We will revolutionize what we drink. We also hope that, the oxygen enricher will come, where we revolutionize what we breathe and how we heal, the biometric enhancer. Okay, so how much capital is needed to do this business? Okay, you might be thinking, Alfred, okay, you got me, you impressed me. Now you tell me, how am I going to get paid? Okay, if very important, right? Dollars and cents. Okay, so LifeWave compensation plan. Let's take a look at the commission and bonuses, where we look at the product introduction bonus, binary commissions, and matching bonuses. Now, LifeWave pays a high commission. We have a hybrid compensation plan. Okay, we have the product introduction bonus, binary bonus, and matching bonus. Matching bonus actually uses the what you call this, unilevel. Okay, binary commissions is binary, 2 legs. we have a 60% dollar payout cap, which is one of the highest in the industry. Okay, and we recently are eagerly awaiting for our compensation 2.0, where we have 9 ways to earn. Okay, so the first 3 is actually existing, where you have retail profit. You know, you sell your product, you get retail profit. But this is something that networkers do not do. I do not do retail profit because I build network. Okay, so when I introduce the product to brand partners, I call them, I would basically get a product introduction bonus depending on which package they come in with. Okay, and I will also be getting a quarterly leadership pool. And on top of that, you have got your binary bonus and mentor matching bonus. Mentor matching bonus is for you to help your network, meaning LifeWave will actually pay you a token sum or a generous sum, not actually a token sum, a generous sum for your toll, petrol fees, and your time for helping your team and your network, right? And you have binary bonus and basically customer premium, level earning bonus, business launch bonus, breakthrough incentives, right? So these are the 9 ways to earn in LifeWave. Okay, do you know who this is? This is not me. This is not Jinhua. This is, if every one of you know here, this is Bill Gates. So this is what Bill Gates say, you know. If I would be given a chance to start all over again, I would choose network marketing. Meaning he would not even start Microsoft. He will do network marketing. Okay. And this is Robert Kiyosaki. Now, this is what I need you all to pay attention with. In network marketing, the whole point is not to sell a product, but to build a network. An army of people who are all representing the same product, service to share with others, right? And they are all like-minded individuals. Okay, so what you need to do is to build a winning team. Use the system to build your business. All right, build good team foundations, develop and execute action plan, focus on serving the team. If you are a leader, you please consider building a winning team with a system that is duplicable, right? And service mindset, right? So just to share with you, your first bonus, your product introduction bonus, okay, these are the prices for your core and advanced, right? So if you introduce a core pack to your potential buyer, the company LifeWave will actually give you 35 USD. Okay, if you do advance, your customer can actually upgrade. They pay the difference, they get a product difference, and you will actually also get the PIB difference. Okay, so that means you can actually tell people they can actually upgrade and they can actually pay installments to get the product. You don't have to buy big products every time. Okay, you can do it at your own time and you can actually upgrade. Okay, so for everyone's information, there would be a package in between advanced and premium kit. Okay, it is called Advanced Plus Enrollment Kit. Please get to the people who brought you into this Zoom call to know more about this. Okay, so after that, after the upgrading, you can actually go on, put yourself on maintenance pack. Okay. Now, these are some of the income that is actually gathered or generated by the US LifeWave brand partners in 2023 who were active. Okay, the average time to reach the highest senior presidential director is 24 months, and the average income they get is around 580,000 per year. Can you imagine if you have an additional 396,580 US dollars a year what that will do. I think, wow, it can do a lot, right? Okay, so what does LifeWave support you with? LifeWave supports you with a manager or director workshop once you reach that level. And it is very, very easy to reach the manager and director level, right? And they will also have public speaking development training. We have our speakers training conducted monthly by our trainer, Sim, in the Oakland Road. And that's where how I started off. And that's where how also Jinhua started off. And here we are, right? Now, this is not to say that we are great speakers. No. The intention is we train people to be able to handle public speaking so that when you do one-to-one with your prospects, you know what you're talking about. You know the subject matter and the closing rate becomes higher, right? So on top of that, we have mega seminars. We also have offline or offsite leadership camp, okay? And I think the next one that's coming is in Beloit Hills, the leadership camp or success camp, we call it. And on top of that, we have hard and digital skills training online done by our head of sales, Shanky JT, and basically Renox for the Mandarin session. And we also have product training and open day conducted by our marketing manager and our country manager, Mr. Hao. Okay. On top of this, we also have websites. We also have the LifeWave In Touch app, marketing materials, flip charts, 20 years magazines, for new signups, product brochures, social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. All right. So how to win with LifeWave? You are asking how to start. Very simple. Believe in yourself. Your perspective shapes your success. How you treat your business is how your business treats you. If you treat this as a $1,000 business, then it will be a $1,000 business. If you treat this as a $1 million business, then it will be a $1 million business, right? Invest in your own growth. Nothing worthwhile comes easily, okay? You can actually speak to the person who brought you into this Zoom call, how to get yourself started. It's not rocket science. It is very, very easy. So one of the requirements is to attend all events. Attend all events. Why? Because when you attend events, you will network with like-minded individuals, organizational wise, with the same line of sponsor or your same team, meaning you know your sponsor, you know your upline, or your team or your business partners, right? Then when you go and network regionally, let's say, for example, you go for an incentive trip, the APAC incentive trip, then you will get to meet other distributors, other brand partners from other different countries like Singapore, like Thailand, like Hong Kong, like Japan, then you will also network with them, right? And global, yes, when you go for the global convention, you can interact between leaders from different countries. You can also probably pick their mind and learn from them. Okay, so LifeWave, the time is now. Why? Because I saw we have what the world needs. That is me lah. That is me. That's why I did this, the business lah. Okay, and I'm trying to tell all of you it is worth it. So LifeWave may not be what you want now, but listen carefully, guys. It can give you what you want. Think about that. I always tell that to myself, LifeWave, you see, I was a general manager with Simon Dabi. Okay, so I told myself, yeah, okay, LifeWave may not be what I want, but it can give me everything which I want. Okay, and the income here is amazing. You saw it for yourself just now, right? Breakthrough technology that helps people, take advantage of the technology, and you can share it with others, build a team of builders, and watch what happens to your bank account, right? So with that, I would like to say thank you, and let's handle some questions that is in the chat box. Jinhua.
Right. Okay. So I'm just going to go through some questions. All right. And okay, the first question right here. Hi, I'm new to LifeWave, which was introduced to me by a friend who has just been using it. Myself just started using about 3 weeks for my pins and needles on my left arm. Can I use 2 patches of the Aeon at night? 1 patch was instructed to put behind the neck. What about my lumbar area? Also, to my concern is the food intake, which I understood was only white and green vegetables. I'm a salads, whole grain bread, and others person. Please clarify. Okay, so this is iPad 9. iPad 9. Gosh.
Yeah, I don't know.
iPad. Hang on a minute. I don't see any iPad here.
Oh, is she gone?
Yeah, most likely. Okay. All right. Now, let's go to the next question. Yeah. Okay. So Rosanna asks, Chinhua, someone I spoke to about LifeWave said when he asked ChatGPT, the answer he got was the patches is a placebo effect and it's not proven. How do we answer to this statement? Okay, so this is a very common question now that ChatGPT exists. Here's how I normally answer this question, which I get a lot as well. Okay, so first of all, you tell them that the scientific papers, the ChatGPT, they won't have the source for the scientific paper. All right, so then all the scientific papers are all in our back office. Okay, so whether it's placebo effect, actually if you use it long enough, you know that it's not placebo effect. Yeah, so if you need to back it up with scientific papers, go to your back office and show them all these scientific papers, because we have over 80 clinical papers that were done, right? So that will be something that I always share with people. Okay, so another iPad 9. Okay, all right. I do suffer acid reflux with and macular degeneration in my right eye, which need injection every 6 to 7 weeks. Which patch is suitable? Start with X39 Aeon. All right. So if you want, you can do this experiment where you stick your X39 right at the right eye here and Aeon at night as well. Okay. Christine Lau. Okay, so hi Chino, I patched for my son glutathione because he has sore throat. What happened these 2 days? His hand sweaty a lot. He felt discomfort and afraid to patch again. Okay, so Christine, when you're using glutathione, so what happens is that your body is going through the detox, all right? So that's why you get sweaty palms and probably a bit of cold, fever, and things like that. Okay, so then if glutathione caused him to be feeling discomfort, what I suggest to you is that Aeon will be a better patch for glutathione. Sorry, for sore throat. Yeah, because it reduces the inflammation and the pain as well. Yeah, so use Aeon rather than glutathione. Okay, Christine. All right. Okay, next. Okay, Alfred, maybe you want to get this one. Maygo asks, wow, patching, why cannot drink terahertz water? Why, Alfred?
Okay, Maygo, I have the chance to do a bit of research because this is the question I also get a lot, right? Now we all must understand that terahertz water is a water that has been treated with terahertz radiation. Okay, so this process of doing this terahertz thing is believed to actually alter the structure of water molecules, okay, and changing its properties lah. Okay, so to me, it is important that all of us, when we use a product, okay, please, we have to take note that the scientific evidence that's supporting the the claims lah, or the benefits lah. Okay, so the benefits and the scientific evidence supporting terahertz water is still very, very limited. Okay, so terahertz water is actually waves that are a type of electromagnetic radiation. Okay, that's from what I understand, and that radiation falls between microwave and infrared light in the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so if I were you, if you are using the patches, I will not use terahertz water because you will not know which one actually help you. Why don't you just stop the terahertz water? Since you have invested in both of them, the patches, you try only the patches first. Stop the terahertz water. Okay, why? Because when water is exposed to terahertz wave, it is thought that, there are claims that the hydrogen bond between water molecule rearrange. Okay, and it forms smaller and more linear clusters of water molecules. Okay, so this altered structure, okay, they also believe that it affects the water properties lah. Okay, the viscosity, the solubility, and its ability to interact with other things lah. Right. So to me, in summary, the concept of this terahertz water is good. Now, it is also very, very important to approach it with a critical and informed perspective. In this area, the clinical studies are not extensive yet. Okay, so the claims may be exaggerated or because it is unsubstantiated promises. Okay, so I hope I answered your question, Mego.
Right. Thank you for sharing, Alfred. Okay, so shall we move on to the next question? All right.
Yep.
So, hi, people with autoimmune condition are uncertain how safe it is to try X39 or Aeon. Among a few contexts with this condition, one has liver condition. No idea what the condition name is. Doctor says no cure and is prescribing a new drug, which I think just approved for prescription for a few years, and patients taking it. All right, okay. Should I get this one, Alfred?
Sorry, Mia.
Yeah.
Okay.
By Tiffany, yeah.
Yeah, people with autoimmune condition, okay, it is very, very safe to try X39 and Aeon. Now, I have user, he is 70 over years old. He was a former naval artificer officer, right? And within 5 days, he had very bad eczema. It's called perigo nodularis. It is all over his body, right? And within 5 days of using X39 and Aeon, the eczema subsided all, right? So it is very, very advisable because for eczema and autoimmune condition, LifeWave helps very fast. Okay, so among a few contexts with this condition, one has liver condition. No idea what condition, name doctor. Yes, Tiffany, it is very, very safe to use X39 Aeon. The other thing is also nothing goes in through the skin. It is non-transdermal. All right. Like how Jinhua explained the technology just now, basically it reflects your wavelength of light back into your skin. Okay. It is totally safe. Tiffany, just go ahead, help this person, patch X39 and Aeon on him. Please stay hydrated when you do that. Okay. Okay, next one is from Tiffany Cindy C. Alfred, I'm from Singapore and gets this Zoom link from this group, from the group chat. May I know if business partner can share the recording, watch with our customer or only ourselves? Okay, Tiffany, best is you ask them to come in live, join us and have fun with us. Okay? It is open for anybody and everybody, Tiffany. Okay? Please ask them to come. The more, the merrier. Okay? Yeah. Okay, maybe I take one more from Henry Yo. If got sensitive skin, what you suggest? Okay, to manage sensitive skin is very simple. I would also ask them to start off with X39 and Aeon. Sensitive skin is something like autoimmune issues. When you use Aeon, it calms it down very, very fast. Okay, and to manage sensitive skin, first of all, you have to focus on the gentle skincare. Okay, please, this person needs to identify and avoid the triggers. Okay, and use products that are designed for sensitive skin. If it's having flare-ups and all over, probably you can actually also use calamine lotion to basically soothe the skin condition first. Then I would normally ask them to use the X39 during daytime and Aeon during nighttime. Okay, and drink a lot of water. Okay, if the skin becomes too itchy or flaky or dry, you can actually also apply a fragrance-free moisturizer to keep your skin hydrated. Okay, and please put on your sunblock before you go out. Okay, X39 and Aeon will help, and it goes a long way. For those age 60, now, for every 10 years that we are young, it is recommended we patch 1 month. So for those age 60, I would say between 6 to 8 months. Okay, Henry? Okay. Jinhua, can you take the one with Jenny? The acne issues?
Yep, my son has acne issues and consulted National Skin Center in Singapore. He was prescribed long-term antibiotics twice a day for a few months already. Last week, he started having tummy upset and his skin is red and still not clearing up. He's 26 this year. What should he use? Okay, Jenny, start him on X39 morning for 12 hours and then nighttime change to Aeon. Yeah. So then this will help him with the inflammation and also detox the body because he's on long-term use of antibiotic. Okay. So normally acne issues need longer time to clear lah. So you got to be very, very persistent and patient with the technology. Okay. So meantime, you do whatever you need to according to doctor's advice. Just add on the patches. Okay. All right, thank you. Sheila Ho, what about hydrogen water? Yeah, you can drink hydrogen water. It's not a problem. Okay, so that's fine. It's fine. Shirley, my son has very sweaty palm. How to patch him? My friend used EE because she has ringing sound in both ears, but after patching EE, she has headache. Okay, so Shirley, still patch your son X39 Aeon at the back of the neck to start with. All right. So then you see how his body responds to it. As for your friend who uses EE, so who has ringing sound in both her ear, but after patching, she has headache. Yeah, so she can patch EE and make sure she drinks much more water compared to normal. All right. Or, if the headache is persistent, why don't you just patch for shorter amount of hours and then take it out, until the body get used to it, right? So keep testing to see whether the EE actually she can get used to the EE or not, because sometimes the energy could be too powerful. Okay, so you can try that first. Deborah, for inflamed tendon, what can we patch? Okay, so you can patch X39 at the inflamed area, all right? X39 Aeon at the inflamed area, right on it, okay? And watch the inflammation actually slow down, okay? Bona, my friend had a fall and have stroke. She is in her 60s now, claim dare not try LifeWave patches, saying her padlet unstable, okay? So what can I do to help convince her to use our patches? So Bona, best is you bring your friend to the Zoom, right? So listen, tomorrow there's one on by Jinlong as well. It's Thursday, it's English, okay? And Friday as well. So 8:30, you can actually invite your friend to the Zoom. Just listen for 10-15 minutes. If she doesn't, like it, then just switch it off. It's fine. But at least listen to what other people are sharing and what we are sharing as well. I think that's the best method. Okay. So, Shirley, if I'm sleeping on graphene pillow, will it affect the patches? What's graphene? Graphene. You know what's that, Alfred?
Yeah. Shirley,
Graphene.
can you unmute yourself? Shirley, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Shirley.
Yeah.
Okay, I just need to understand why is your friend using this graphene pillow?
No, it's me. I'm using.
Why do you use graphene pillow?
No, because I bought this pillow. It came with the pillowcase that has graphene effect.
Oh, pillowcase.
Yeah.
Okay, so from my understanding, the graphene is actually a material that is known for its thermal conductivity. Okay?
Yes.
Now, it's often in the form of memory foam or latex. That's why. Okay, so this product aims to improve sleep quality by regulating the temperature, promoting breathability, and offering support. Now, why are you so particular with this product? Are you having sleep problems?
Yes. And then I always have this neck pain, behind my neck.
Okay. How long have you been using the LifeWave products?
Graphene product. I think.
No, LifeWave.
LifeWave. Almost coming to 2 months.
Okay. What are you using now?
X39 and Aeon.
Very good. Now, first of all, 2 months is slightly too short for to see results lah. How old are you, if I may ask, Shirley?
58.
Okay, so you will need about 6 months of patching. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
why 6 months of patching is because our body can actually heal itself. Now, stem cells involve blood. Blood takes about 140 days for total change in your body. So 140 days is actually 3 to 4 months already. Okay. So give it time, it will definitely come. It will definitely help you. So what are the biggest changes you have seen now so far?
Okay, because I am actually having vertigo on and off.
Okay.
And then because each time when I have the attack, I must quickly take the medicine.
Okay.
If let's say I delay and then the giddiness is killing me, I will start to vomit and then I got to actually rest at home for 2 days to actually recover. See? So, but after patching for almost 2 months, I realized the attack on and off still comes, but I find this time, rather I did not take the medicine, but it seems like I overcome the problems.
Amazing. That means you don't have to take your vertigo.
Yes. Yeah, I just because one day, I think after I patched for a few weeks, then suddenly I felt, I think because I know that the attack comes, you see. So I'm thinking, since I have the patch, I might as well try out whether it works on me. So I delayed taking the medicine. In fact, I did not take
Yes.
at all, So when I
Amazing.
reach home, but after that I do my thing, I seems like everything seems to be over, and then I don't have the giddiness at all.
Amazing. So that means you don't take so much medication already lah.
Yeah. Because if not,
Very good.
every one of my bag will have this medication one.
Okay, very good. That is one big improvement. You agree?
Yes.
Okay. So you're coming back to your graphene pillow, it's to help you sleep better, is it?
No lah, because I just buy this pillow and then they just come with the casing. So I just use it lor.
I see. I mean, it's okay for you to use because it is just
It's just a
temperature
piece of cloth only.
regulation. Sorry?
It's just a piece of cloth.
Yeah, it's to regulate the temperature, give you cooler sleep, and that's all,
So do
right?
I need to remove now because of the patch I'm using? Does it
Um,
work even better?
well, I would remove it if I can, but if you don't remove it, it's also okay.
Okay.
So you can sleep well?
Yes. So far, sometimes on and off lah. Actually, not so much of the sleeping. It's because of the pillow, the position. So when I sleep on this pillow, it seems to my neck seems to rest well on this pillow, so I will not have the back pain on my neck.
Okay, good. But if you use X39 and Aeon, X39 will actually help you strengthen your back muscles as well.
Okay. Can.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you, Shirley.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, Alfred. Bye.
Okay. What can I do to convince her to use our patches? Huh?
That one I answered already.
Okay.
What
What patches to use for cataract? Lim Yan Chu, I think it is also X39 and Aeon first. Okay. After 3 months, you can basically try using carnosine. After 3 months. Right? Lydia Grace Lee, I've been using X39 and Aeon for 5 months already. What did you use to lower triglyceride and LDL? I stopped statin drugs already for a few months. How to reverse insulin resistance? I'm not taking meds but using diet control. Also want to gain weight. Okay, Lydia. First of all, what I used was very, very simple. X39 and Aeon. Nothing else, surprisingly. Okay, so after 6 to 8, 6 months plus 7 months, I went for another blood test again, and lo and behold, yeah. Okay, so I also incorporate exercise. Okay, exercise is a must. I do it 3 times a week. Okay, and I bring my heart rate up to about 110, 120 before I take a break. Let the heart rate come down, and I push again to 120, 130. So I exercise. Okay, I do swimming, I exercise, and I have a lifestyle change in what I eat. I don't take fried foods anymore. Okay, that's how I did my triglyceride, and I cut off as much sugar as I can. Right. So I hope your cutting off of statin drugs is advised by doctors, Lydia. Otherwise, please try not to play doctor. Yeah. Okay. So how to reverse insulin resistance? I'm not taking medicine, but using diet to control. Yeah. So what you can do is, okay. surprisingly, I have a user by the name of Jalal. He has a very good diabetic sugar level control. HbA1c came down to 5.6. Now sometimes 4 point something. Even hypo. So yeah, he is still taking rice and all. So he is actually still on his diabetic medicine. But then I think very, very soon when he goes for his next checkup, he will ask the doctor whether he can actually wean off his diabetic medicine. So yeah, so you want to gain weight. Okay. When you use X39 and Aeon, I think the X39 will basically help you to regulate your organ functions better, have better absorption. For some people, they would actually put on weight. Yeah. So I hope I've answered your questions. How to regulate insulin resistance? Oh yes. One of the other patches that my user Jalal use is glutathione and energy enhancer. Okay. Jinhua, I think you take the next one. Winnie Fu.
What if people ask where to buy LifeWave? How do we answer them? we all buy it directly from the company. That's everyone. So they sign up as a member and we all buy directly from the company. Yeah. Okay. All right. Great. Yes, Alfred, you want to ask something?
Deborah, right?
Yeah.
Besides X39 and Aeon, can we add IceWave for inflamed tendon? If so, can we patch all at the same time? Jinhua?
Yes, you can. You can actually to control if the pain is not manageable, you can add on IceWave, definitely. Yeah. So IceWave, you can put the brown patch as the most painful point and move the white patch from 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and see which one gives you the best pain relief. Okay. So rotate it clockwise, 12, 3, 6, 9. Okay, and the brown patch right at the pain spot. Okay. All right, Florence, if someone have brain surgery and have titanium plate in the head, any interference with X39? Florence, not at all. Okay, because the patches, nothing enters the body. All right, so it's very, very safe to use. Okay.
Okay, so I think we have come to the end of the questions. So let me share what is coming up next. This is a sneak peek of what is coming up next. This is our business opportunity presentation. It happens every day, rain or shine, even on public holidays, right? So today we had Encik Jalal. You can get the schedule from the person who brought you into this Zoom call. Each individual speaker has their own amazing testimonial, right? So tomorrow we have Patricia Yap. On Friday, we have a Chinese session, Francine Tan. On Saturday, we have another English one by Miss Chameli. And on Sunday, we have got a Mandarin session by Yi Cheng. Okay, and this happens in our Old Klang Road showroom, Resource Industrial Center. Okay, now, next one is this promotion where you rank up or help others rank up, you earn bonus. Okay, so if you become a manager, you will get 100 US. If you personally sponsor a new manager, you will receive 50 US. Okay, it starts on 4th August and it ends on the 1st of September. All right. So this is another amazing promotion. You can stand a chance to win a trip to meet David Smith in Tokyo, Japan. Oh goodness. So what you have to do is to basically personally enroll new brand partners and stand a chance to win an exclusive trip to Japan, including the meet and greet with our founder. Okay, you can sign up as many customers as you want, but for every core pack, you will have 1 draw ticket. For every advanced pack, you have 2 draw tickets. For every premium pack, you have 3 draw tickets. So it's open to Malaysia and Singapore brand partners only. We will have a lucky draw session to pick the 5 winners. So campaign period is started already from 12th July to 31st, end of this month. Okay, so please start meeting people, driving your enrollments now, man. The more you enroll, the higher the chance to meet your hero, David Smith, right? So everyone, we have come to the end of this amazing session on Super Wednesday today. So for all of you who have joined us tonight on Super Wednesday, thank you for giving yourself the opportunity to understand more about LifeWave. This sharing couldn't be possible without all of you. Okay, I want to say a massive thank you to Jinhua, who has done an amazing sharing tonight. And for everyone else, thank you for having us. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We enjoy each and every moment we have with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of Super Wednesday. Have an amazing weekend. We'll see you again in the next one. Same time, same day. Good night. This is Alfred and the Super Wednesday team of Jinhua, Pochu, and Lingam signing off for this edition of Super Wednesday. Bye-bye, everyone.